हेलो फ्रेंड्स, मैं सागर शर्मा दिल्ली से आपका इन्फिनिटी आईएएस एकेडमी के यूट्यूब चैनल में स्वागत करता हूं। एंड टुडे विल बी टेकिंग अनदर important टॉपिक्स which relates to the important species which were in news, and this is the continuation of the series of video, and this is the part 3 in that series. So we'll be talking about the important species, and we'll be talking about fishing cat. Now this species, it was in news because the state of Odisha, it has launched a conservation program which is also important because it is quite uncommon. And now this species, it is has not been understood in the wild. So in order to understand more about the species, the conservation effort has been launched by the state of Odisha. Now if we were to discuss more about this species, now this species, it is nocturnal in nature, that it is quite active in night. And the main point about this species is that it is able to reproduce all throughout the year. And also, now this species, it spends most of the time in the densely forested locations. And also this species, it feeds upon snakes, fishes, and frogs. Now this species, it is a good swimmer, and in order to catch a fish, it can dive also. So it is a good swimmer and a good diver also. And when we are to discuss about the range, means the location where this species is found, this species is mainly found in the south and the southeast Asian region, and it is a medium sized cat. Also this species is found, it is found near the streams, rivers, oxbow lakes, marshlands, and wetlands. And it has been classified as vulnerable in the IUCN Red List. Also, now there are various threats which the species is facing, and one of the threat is because the forest and its habitat is being destructed. Also, it is being poached also. And in order to protect the species, that is why the government and the wildlife enthusiasts and NGOs, they are coming forward in order to protect the species. Now, if we were to talk about the bodily features of the species, it is almost twice the size of the domestic cat. That is the वो जो पालतू बिल्ली हमारे घरों में हमने देखी होगी, ये उससे तकरीबन 2 गुना बड़ी है. और if we were to talk about the listing of the species in the CITES, that is the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species, it is listed in Appendix 2nd, right? Now you all know, students, that CITES is an important convention where the species are listed in various appendix so that protection is accorded to them. And in India also, the fishing cat, it is listed in Schedule 1 of the Wildlife Protection Act, which was passed in the year 1972. So it has been accorded utmost importance in the national law also by the government of India. Now we were to talk about the conservation program. Now there is this Fishing Cat Conservation Alliance. It is a group of NGOs, wildlife enthusiasts, who come together in order to conserve the species. Now they have launched various program, and one of the program is that they are studying the fishing cat distribution along the Andhra Pradesh in the northeastern Ghats. And also the important point about this species is that it is the state animal of West Bengal, and it was declared in the year 2012. Now, as I mentioned earlier, that there are many NGOs, wildlife enthusiasts, who have come together in order to save the species and to study the behavior of the species. And also there is a fishing cat project which is being run in the state of West Bengal now since 2010, and this is being run in order to raise the awareness about this species. Because मैंने पहले भी बताया था कि इस स्पीसी के बारे में जो स्टडी है वो अभी इतनी ज्यादा नहीं हुई है. सो देयर आर वेरियस अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम्स in order to generate awareness about the species. And now the next species that we'll be discussing about is the snow leopard. Now snow leopard is an important species. It is a flagship species because it is the indicator of the healthy mountain ecosystem. Also, this species is known as the ghost of mountains. Now if we were to discuss about the scientific name is Panthera uncia. And now this species, that is snow leopard, it occupies top position in the predator list in the food web, and they also serve as the important indicator of the mountain, as I mentioned earlier, that it is a indicator species. Now these snow leopard, they are mostly found in the Himalayan region, and especially in the central and the southern Asia part. Now these regions, they are the natural habitats of snow leopard. And in India also, there are many states where the species is found. It is found in the state of Jammu Kashmir and Sikkim, Uttarakhand, Arunachal Pradesh, and Hemis, which is located in the in Union Territory of Ladakh. It is known as the snow leopard capital of the world. Now, this Hemis National Park, which is located in Ladakh, it is the biggest national park of India, and it also has the largest population of snow leopards. And all around the world, there are around 3,000 to 6,000 snow leopards. And it has been listed as vulnerable in the IUCN list of species. Now, moving ahead further, if we were to discuss more about this species, now the name, it is also known by other name, which is known as ounce, right? And now this species also faces threats from its habitat, and the main threat are destruction of its habitat and also from poaching. Now, this species, it is mostly found at an altitude of 3,000 to 4,500 meter. Now, you need to remember this, the places where it is found, and also about the geographical location. And it is found in the Afghanistan, the Himalayas, and the Tibetan Plateau. Now, these all regions, they are the part of the northern and the part of Central Asia and the Southern Asia. As I mentioned earlier, as it was the important place where the animal can be found. Now, these are the some bodily features. Now, it has a shorter muzzle and an elevated forehead and a vertical chin. And the important point to be noted about snow leopard is that it cannot roar. Although it has a ossified hyoid bone, but it is unable to roar. So remember this, that it is not able to roar. Now, about the various status which has been accorded to this species. Now, it is the state animal of Ladakh and Himachal Pradesh. And about the listing of the species, it has been listed in the Appendix 1 of CITES, that is Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species. And its body part, they are not traded by any country. And in India also, the government has accorded it the highest protection status by listing it in the Schedule 1 of the Wildlife Protection Act, which is passed in the year 1972. Also, it has been included in the CMS, that is Convention on Migratory Species, which is also known as Bonn Convention, and this gives it the highest protection. And also, there are several countries. Now the countries, they have also passed their own laws. Like India has passed its Wildlife Protection Act in 1972. The other countries, they have also passed various law in order to protect the species. Now, the other important points about the species is, now there have been various conservation projects which are being run in order to protect the species. Now, some important point, if I were to tell about the snow leopard, is that now there is this Snow Leopard Day, World Snow Leopard Day, which is celebrated on October 23rd. Now, this day is celebrated in order to raise awareness about the protection of snow leopard. Now, this is an important point about snow leopard that you need to remember. Also, snow leopard, there are various conservation programs which are being run by the government of India and also at the international level, where India is also part of that, the program. And about the various program, if we were to discuss, now there is this project Snow Leopard, which has been launched by the government of India. It has been launched in the year 2009. Also, Himal Sanrakshak, it is another program which has been launched by the government of India. International Snow Leopard Day, it was celebrated on 23rd October every year. And there is this important Bishkek Declaration, which is related to the protection of snow leopard, and it was signed by 12 countries, 12 range countries, and India is one of those range countries. And India has also been the member of Global Snow Leopard and Ecosystem Protection Program. Now, in the various states of India, now there have been few protected sites which have been identified as the natural habitat of the snow leopard, and where the potential conservation efforts can be taken place. Now, these areas are Hemis and Spiti in the state of Himachal Pradesh and Ladakh, also in the state of Uttarakhand, and Sikkim and Arunachal Pradesh, right? So you need to remember these places. Also, Ascot in Uttarakhand and Gangotri National Park, they have been declared by the government as potential sites where the conservation program of the snow leopard can be taken. So students, that was all about the snow leopards and fishing cat today that we discussed. You need to revise these topics thoroughly as prelims is around the corner. And about the Infinity IAS Academy, we'll be continuing with more lectures, the series of lectures before prelims. You need to subscribe to our channel on YouTube and press the bell icon for more updates. And that is all from our side. Thank you.